We're back. I'm your man, 50 Grand, Mr. 4th District, aka Run Kurt Run, and we're here for another episode of Off the Record. I'm excited this week. We have solicited the help of my staff, and you're going to meet some of them. And I sent them shopping. I sent them shopping because of two things. One, the EBT cards being cut off for hundreds of thousands of Pennsylvanians, many of them Philadelphians. The other reason that we are doing it is I was at the grocery store the other day. Two things happened. One, there was a lady who looked like somebody's grandmother, and she was pulling her cart up to the self-service checkout. And the security guards had scoped her out, and as soon as she went through there, they stopped her, and they took her receipt and started matching the items, and she was shoplifting. She was shoplifting, probably to feed her family, probably because she was cut off of EBT. And when I offered to pay for the groceries, she wouldn't accept. She was proud. She was too proud to accept. I said, "You sure you don't need this stuff?" She says, "No, I'll be okay." And she said it with a pride and defiance that made me sad. And so we're doing this exercise today in her honor. So what we're going to do, the other part of this, is even when the spigot is turned back on, even when people's EBT cards are full, have you looked at the price of groceries lately? I was sticker shocked. My favorite cereal is cream of wheat. It was $8.64 a box. I said, could I not had the cream and maybe just the wheat? I couldn't afford it. And so I say to you that even when it comes back on, you're going to pay more for less. You're going to pay more for less. And there's a thing called shrinkflation. So if they don't get you on the price tag, they get you on the amount of servings that they offer for the same price. So people are going to be paying more for less. So in our experiment today, I sent everybody out to several grocery stores. We're not picking on any one of them to see what items in their mind were egregious and costly. So I'm going to start with Yusuf here, who is my secret shopper number one.
Yes, thank you for having me on the podcast, good sir. So I picked up Arizona iced tea, and this is a very unique item because it kind of works against your theory, but it's the only item I believe in any market that has maintained the same price over a number of years. So 10 years ago, Arizona iced tea was 99 cents, and in 2025, it is still 99 cents. And that's for several reasons of three, mainly because it's a family-owned business. So they're able to negotiate loyalty over price. Secondly, because the prices are listed on the item, it holds the businesses accountable. Because if the price says 99 cents, you're going to have to argue with customers as to why you're selling it for $2. And third, because of their good printing and design, they spend more money on the design than on the marketing. So once you see a 99 cents drink on the shelf, when every other drink is $2, $3, $4, $5, it speaks for itself. So they save money in marketing dollars.
So you also saw some other items.
Yes, I did.
And give us in the listening audience what you experienced.
So in just position, let's talk about eggs, which in 2019 was $1.20, give or take. In 2025 is $5+ for a
And
carton
you
of
wonder
eggs.
why during mystery night nobody was throwing eggs at anything because they cost too much these days. What else did you see?
I saw the cost of bread, which 5 years ago you're talking about $1.50. Now close to $5.
You can't have an egg sandwich and afford it. That's a gourmet menu now. So I brought the bag, and so because they went shopping, I have to pay them back. So I didn't make them the bag. And my accountant is Griselda, also of my staff. You gonna be okay?
I think I made a mistake, Councilman.
It
This is
was
actually
99 cents.
$50, right? It was $50.99 is what I meant to say.
Can you pay him? I sure will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, good sir.
That was
Pleasure.
$2.
Because it's $1.25.
Thank
All right,
you, sir.
keep the change.
I appreciate that.
All right. Who do we? I'm sorry.
No, thank you.
Oh no, yeah,
We
you don't.
bought this.
Yeah, you don't keep the ice. Wait a minute, hustler.
From Southwest Philly, brother.
Southwest, born and raised, right? So you know. All right. So now I'm gonna shift to you, Griselda. What did you find egregious?
Hi, well, I went to Aldi's.
Aldi's. You didn't. You shouldn't have mentioned the name, but okay.
Okay. And I purchased a 12-pack of toilet paper. That was $10. And in 2019, it was only $5.74. 2020, because of the shortage on toilet paper because of the pandemic, it was $11.75.
You know, I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking right now. You can't afford to, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, Griselda, would you like to be reimbursed?
Yes.
All right. Count out your money, and I'm keeping that. I'm gonna leave that to you. Who do we have next? I think we have Caroline. Come on down to the Price is Right. Hi, Caroline.
Good morning, Councilman.
All right. What did you secret shop today?
I purchased my favorite fruit, which is a mango.
Okay.
It was $2.79
For one
for
mango.
one mango. In 2019, it was 99 cents for a mango, average cost in the United States.
So, eating healthy even has its price. It's not like you can go from junk to a fruit and realize a cost benefit. You're going to pay for healthy eating. And is that all you bought?
That is all I bought.
And you said you're going to keep it, right?
I'm going to keep it. Yeah.
I tried to pay for it. She says no. That mango was on sale, and she's going to have that for dinner.
Yes, I am.
Anything else you observed while you were in the store?
I mean, I think we all know as Americans that it costs more and more every time that we go to the store. I think there are certain stores where you can avoid some of the more egregious inflation. I'm not going to name names, but I did go to a store that I don't usually shop at, and I found that the prices there were higher. So.
As a young person, do you find that food shopping has gone up on your list of expenses in your life?
Yes, I budget a week average just for myself, $100 a week to eat for groceries, which I think as a kid, when my mom used to send me to the grocery store, that was closer to our family of four budget. So I definitely noticed the increase in grocery costs.
Something scary, I remember that they said in one of those kind of CNN kind of things that food was someday going to be a weapon. Food would somehow be weaponized to control people and to punish people in some cases. And I'm wondering if this is the tip of the spear for that. Thank you, Caroline, and enjoy your fruit.
Thank you, Councilman.
Who do we have next? I believe we have Joshua Cohen. What do you have, Josh? Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I have a pound of ground beef. I paid $6.95.
May I see that?
Yes, you can.
That's not a lot of ground beef, brother.
It's a little over a pound.
That's 4 burgers.
It's $5.99 a pound at this particular establishment. But according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the Consumer Price Index, going back 10 years of November 2015, the average cost of ground beef for a pound of ground beef was $4.11. This particular establishment where I bought it was $5.99. Right now, September, the last statistics showed that in September of 2025, the average cost of a pound of beef in an American city is about $6.32. So I got a little bit of a discount at this particular establishment, but it is way up from where it was about 10 years ago, over $2 a pound.
You may have heard that President Trump is looking to expand the cows from, I think, Argentina, and he's importing them, and it has the ranchers in America going crazy because it's messing with their markets. The beef costs are on the rise. So if you're going to shop for the holidays, you might want to shop now. All right. So are you going to be reimbursed, or would you?
No, I'm going to donate this to whoever wishes to have it, but I don't need to be reimbursed.
So we are going to the stuff that we have that we purchased. We are going to donate to a needy family that got their food stamps cut. So thank you.
Just wanted to talk. You wanted to talk about what this current status as of today, Friday, November 7th, about 12 o'clock. There was a federal judge yesterday that issued a order that said that the Trump administration had to pay 100% of SNAP benefits. As of this morning, the Trump administration is pushing back on that and has appealed that. They want to only pay 65% of that. So it remains to be seen what the outcome will be. We should hopefully get an emergency order soon. But this current administration, whether it be politics or whatever, just does not understand what it takes to for the average family to feed themselves, and they're not fully participating in 100% of what they should be doing.
Imagine waking up, wanting to get your child ready for school, and all of a sudden they come back and say, "There's no milk and no cereal for me to eat." As a parent, what would that do to you? How would you react to that? And what would you do to make sure that they ate? And you shouldn't play with people's food. You shouldn't use it as a weapon. Thank you, Joshua.
You're welcome.
Next up on The Price is Right.
We have a pound of lamb loin.
Mike.
We have a pound of lamb loin chops.
Lamb loin chops. How much were they?
They were $14.27.
That look, actually, how many of them? It's not bad. It's not bad. They're a little thin.
It's 11 of them in the pack.
Hey, that's not bad. And this is just for you?
Yes. That would be correct.
Okay. What else did you buy?
I bought a head of cabbage. I bought some Lipton onion soup mix. And I bought some turkey necks.
And how much were they all?
The total came to $38 and some change.
And is that represents how many meals for you?
About two days. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, that is not. You're an economical shopper. I told you to find the egregious amount, and you were shopping for yourself and said, "I'm not gonna pay a lot for that muffler." So I got what happened. So are we buying this off of you, or are you keeping it?
I'm keeping it.
No, see you go. See, that's how you know that it's a reasonable price.
But if you want it and you
Nah.
want to donate it to someone, I am willing to give it to you to give it to a family.
That's what I'm talking about. Listeners, my staff is sensitive to what's going on in the real world, and they live in the real world, and they've experienced some of these things. They don't have to share, but I have been hungry. I know what it's like to make sandwiches without meat. Only in my hood could you make a mayonnaise sandwich. Only in my hood that you couldn't afford cinnamon and nutmeg, so you made syrup sandwiches and called it French toast. And so those kinds of realities that people really don't understand, and it ingrains a kid. I'll never forget, we were giving out food during the pandemic. Guy I went to school with came with his grandson. His grandson's holding on to his 3 fingers and walking with his pop-pop. I realized that he was in the line to get the food baskets, and I was, why? And so he explained that during the pandemic they shut down because of proximity issues, and no one wanted to get infected, and that it caught up with him, and he was food deprived, and you could hear his voice crack and his eyes water up, and I'll never forget his grandson looked up at him and said, "Pop-Pop, it's gonna be all right. Pop-Pop, it's gonna be all right." And I say to you, putting that kind of pressure on people in order to feed their children and grandchildren is not fair. So you're going to donate that?
I will donate my entire dinner to a family.
Let's give Ms. Davis a round of applause for her generosity. There we go. Put it on the pile. Good job.
That would be $39.
Oh, so now you want the money back?
Absolutely.
All right, pay the lady. Now she want the money. I thought she was donating.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
Councilman.
Gail.
How are you this
I'm
afternoon?
good.
Good.
All the way from the suburbs
Yes.
of Winfield Heights.
So what I got today was Starbucks breakfast blend coffee. It's an 18-ounce bag. The list price was $25.99.
Whoa.
for an
$25 for
18-ounce
coffee?
bag. The sale price.
All
Okay. So I got it for $19.99 because I'm a loyalty member. And my tidbit, because I do have one that I would like to give to your audience, is to shop in more than one store. I know it's very, very time consuming, but every week I go through the digital coupons of each store that I shop at, and I clip the coupons. So when I go to the store, all I have to do is punch my number or swipe my card, and I get automatic savings. And sometimes it's pretty substantial. I mean, you'd be surprised how much they take off.
Interestingly enough, Michelle Buford, who used to work with us, and Catherine Gilmore Richardson, Councilwoman at Large, are expert couponers.
Yes, they are.
And they literally are able to save dollars, but also stock up on items in a way that allowed them to not have to go through price fluctuations. So when they go up, it's okay. I bought it at this price.
There used to be a time, especially with the coupons, that you could actually get some items for free because the manufacturer's coupon, and then they would double the coupon. But they don't have manufacturers' coupons like that anymore. They basically do it via digital on their individual apps. But there's a lot of money that can be saved.
So Destiny, who works for me, we used to be neighbors. And one of her aunts used to work for Acme. And she would get everything on sale. And literally in the garage, she had a convenience store. Whenever we were out of something, we would knock on the door. Can we borrow a cup of sugar? Well, how about a 5-pound bag of sugar? And literally, she had that kind of stuff on. And we have to be more price conscientious and opportunistic when it comes to the sales because, times are tough. Shrinkflation is real. And, people's dollars, discretional dollars for their meals is sacred. All right?
The only other thing I want to mention, because I did not mention, was that back in 2019, the same bag of coffee would have cost anywhere between $13 and $17. So it is substantially more expensive. Coffee as a commodity in itself is on the rise. So
And I'm addicted.
me too.
I can't do my day
So
without
much so
my Starbucks.
that I think
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
keep
be
yours?
keep it. It's a
Okay,
large
Gail.
bag of coffee.
The best part of waking up is Starbucks in your cup. I get it.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Who do we have next? What do you got there, Gabe?
Okay, we got 4 navel oranges, 4 oranges from this grocery store.
And
Okay.
how much it got?
Now these 4 oranges actually cost $6. They had the big bushel, the big bag that was going for $5.99. So to save money, I caught the sale, the 4 for $5 sale, and here we are now.
4 for $5.
In the
Is a
post.
dollar quarter an orange?
That's what they're telling me. Now, if I were to do the research on a cell phone, according to the cell phone in 2019, we're talking maybe $1.34. Then in 2020, it shoots back up $1.45. 2021, it goes down again. So what I'm seeing on the research on the internet, it's more sporadic, and we're talking now maybe like $1.79 for a
Who
piece of
does
fruit.
the shopping in your household, Gabe?
That's usually going to be, I do a fair bit of it. It's usually alternated between me and my mother, Councilman.
And what is your takeaway when you go shopping? Are you shocked? Can you see the price increases? And do you feel it in your pocket?
We do. I have seen an increase. It's not just fruit. It can be different products. Hygiene. They want. There's a corner store near the district office. They just opened up. They're talking about for the Basic bottle of Irish Spring, they want $7.99. That is outrageous. That's soap. You need soap to bathe or whatever. So that's a lot compared to way back when it used to be like 2 for $5 or something.
And as a single guy, you know, are you going to take on a family and be able to feed them?
I don't know how much condoms cost. If that's what you're
Oh,
asking.
oh! Thank you so much, Gabe. Would you like your money back?
Not at this time. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cut it right in half. I'm gonna take 2 for myself and give 2 to whoever needs.
All
Okay.
right, all right. Pay the man.
Okay.
Thank you so much
All right.
for your Planned Parenting
I
advice.
only want to say one last thing. Okay, listen, oranges come from the state of Florida. I don't know what's going on down in the state of Florida. I want the blue team to take back Florida. To my immediate knowledge, it used to be a swing state. Now it's a Republican stronghold. Please find a way to take back Florida so the state can change in a more positive direction.
Yes, sir.
That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Gabe. That was Gabe's take. Gabe's take. And you never know. You never know. So we have Rona Austin, and one of the things I will say is Rona was my original producer of my radio show at WURD. She has come full circle back to the staff, and she has been on assignment as my secret shopper. What did you go get today?
I got a 1 pound bag of pistachios.
Okay, tell me about them.
I went to the Acme, Councilman, and I spent $8.99
For what?
for this bag of pistachios. 1 pound bag, 16 ounces.
So I'm gonna have to ration out how many pistachios a person gets, because they're like a dime a piece. So how's you shop for yourself and your family? Tell me how that experience has been for you.
Expensive. Mm-hmm. Can I ask for a raise while we on here?
You can ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. You will not get an answer, but yeah, you can ask. But tell me how
Seriously, Councilman, groceries are expensive. They're expensive, and
well, you've been shopping for a minute. How have you seen it progress and go up?
the good news for me is the household is getting smaller. So as the children grow and they move out on their own, it makes it a little easier for me. But it's still more expensive, so it almost balances out.
So I don't know, cause you know all of the kids. You one of them, and they come back and house shop. You know what that is?
Absolutely.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? They come back. Oh, can I get some coffee? Oh, these pistachios. These are my favorite, and they wind up in their own personal little. And they actually recycle. They use a recycling bag. You know they get ready to house shop when they come in with an empty bag and leave out with a full bag. And you know what? As a pop and with grandkids, I love it. I actually feel useful when they come in. House shop. But, they also come back and they'll take the Tide Pods and all that. They do all of that.
Thanks for that information, Councilman. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, you better watch it. And I'm so glad none of my kids wear my size anymore because they would clothing shop while they were there.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
But for pistachios to be $8.99 for a 16-ounce bag or a 1 pound bag, back in 2021, they were only $2.49.
Food is not supposed to be a weapon. And people shouldn't be food deprived. And in particular with these interruption of EPT cards, it is not right for somebody to be at Wednesday and have to figure out how to get to Friday.
I'd like to make one more note, Councilman. If you pay attention, the healthier the food is, the more expensive it's
Is that
becoming.
right? In what way?
Absolutely.
Talk to me.
So, even chips and popcorn and candy, it's even more expensive. But if you look at the fruit and the nuts, the healthy things, they are astronomical. Like, look at that. You're talking $2.50 4 years ago, and now it's almost $10 a bag. And keep in mind that I put those on sale at Acme. They were on sale for $8.99. The normal price was $9.99.
Pay the lady.
Oh, no.
Are you keeping them? Because it was on sale?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got a lit. That's a lot of walking in that store. You know, I walk with a cane. Got to go.
Okay. Well, thank you for the knowledge.
Thank you for having me, Councilman.
All right. Coming to the stage, someone who has spent some time in a kitchen. Kim Fuller, you've raised kids. You've been shopping for a while. Tell me what your experience was today, but what are you experiencing when you go in a grocery store these days?
Well, when I go in the grocery store these days, it's sticker shock. I can't believe how the cost of food has risen. It is very frightening because people can almost not afford to buy the things that they want to eat. They're moving toward buying the things that will feed a family and take the hunger away rather than buying food that will take the hunger away that is pleasing to the palate. Because food is just astronomical right now.
Raising my kids, and I literally, I kid you not, I wasn't always with the bag, right? I would go down 52nd and Market, and there was a series of stores, and I'll never forget them. There was a fish store, there was a produce, beans, rice kind of store, and there was a bread and pastry kind of place. For $25, I could get fish, I could get chicken backs, because I work magic with chicken backs. One night it would be fried, the next minute it would be barbecued. I throw it in to make the stock for the soup, and I would feed my family. Get a couple dozen eggs, and I was set for the week. And to literally be able to feed your family on $25 is non-existent today.
Absolutely, you're correct. I remember my mother was a avid 9th Street shopper.
Yeah.
And my mother didn't drive, so we would go to 9th Street on the bus with a shopping cart. And I got to the age where she would send me. She would give me anywhere between $15 and $20 and tell me, she said, now go buy what I need for the freezer in the house. I would come back with a cart full of food. And we had 9th Street timed because at a certain point, if you were down there when everything was getting ready to close,
You get a sale.
you get a sale. A sale on stuff that was already like 5 pounds of potatoes was 50 cents. I remember that vividly. So I understand you can't do that anymore.
So as we look at young people who are making serious decisions about whether to heat the house or eat and feed the family, those are unfair choices that they have to make. And in the greatest country, the richest country on the planet Earth, hunger should not be in our vocabulary.
You're absolutely correct.
Should not be in our vocabulary.
But we all know why this is happening, so we definitely have to just, we have to stay prayerful because God is ultimately still in complete control.
Talk to me. I heard your that story for another day. That's Elder Kim Fuller, and she preaches from time to time, and I be listening from time to time. All right?
Yes.
Thank you for your shopping. Would you like to be?
I would.
Okay.
Except for I'm going to keep the hot chocolate because that's the only way I drink my coffee
Okay.
is with hot chocolate in it.
So what is the tab?
So the tab this was $8.49, and there were no taxes. So $8.49.
So unlike the federal government, we're going to round up. I'll give her a contestant on The Price is Right. Uh-oh. Now I mess with Cheerios now. Oh, this is a big box too. Now I don't know if you noticed the boxes of cereal are getting thinner. Like the boxes of cereal are on a diet or something, and they're a lot more conservative in their price. So wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. She brought me an open box of cereal. Now, somebody help me out here. We ain't paying for this. Now, what happened?
So it was a healthy snack this morning.
Okay, so talk to me about Cheerios.
So this is the only store brand that I potentially eat. Cheerios, because it lowers your cholesterol. So a lot of seniors actually eat this. But when I purchased it, it was $6.49 for, this is a family size. And in 24 years ago, the same box was $2.49. And so,
So is less healthy food cheaper? Like if you were to, I'm gonna put it out there, Captain Crunch or something like that. Is that less in price?
so what I notice is they do bundle it, and they make it appear as if it's less, like you said prior with my colleague, that they are shrinking the boxes. And so even if you look, even though I opened it up just to see, because I wanted to see what was in there, this bag was not full.
That's how they get you.
Yes. And so
That's the true size.
this is the true size. That's why I
So
opened
big
it to
box,
see.
little bag, less Cheerios.
Right.
That's how they you got to watch them. I remember, and help me out if you remember, you could go into a store and get 3 boxes of cereal for $10.
Right.
3 boxes of cereal for $10. Now, it wasn't necessarily the whole oat brand, but it, little extra sugar, and my kids they ate it up. 3 boxes of cereal for $10. Stretched a family breakfast meal. So, how much is that? No, we ain't buying that.
So
It's open. we ain't buying it.
all right.
Take $1 off.
So the other thing that I tried to get was tomatoes. So, but I just wanted to show you this tomato, this brand of tomato, which this came out of my garden because it was cheaper to grow it versus buying it. That same tomato in the grocery store, I just did the numbers, was $2. It was $1.99.
Per tomato?
No, for one.
That would be per.
Oh,
Public school.
oh gosh. So yes, it was $2, and so to grow it, it's 3 cents.
$2 or 3 cents. And what we've experienced is it doesn't take a lot of space to actually grow produce. You can do it on a back patio. You can do it in with those buckets and those containers. And we might have to visit food sourcing from our own gardens because of all of this stuff. And
Well, about
wait a minute.
other
So
things,
so
too,
is it more healthy?
Yes, and it's no pesticides. You control what you put on it, and you control the nutrients that you put in the dirt. It was my first time gardening, so I pretty much just tested the soil and just went right in the soil. And I have a big bush, probably
How long did it take you to grow?
60 days.
And how many tomatoes are produced?
They're still producing. And so there's I haven't counted them all, but it's probably 3 months worth of tomatoes.
How many in numbers?
Councilman, I'm not sure. I didn't count them, but I would say
A dozen?
definitely more than a dozen.
Okay.
One leaf was a dozen. This what I pulled this off of. You see, they're still growing even on this stem, and so it's cheaper. The other thing that I wanted to compare was basil. Everybody uses basil every day, and the average cost of seasoning for basil is about $3.49, and you can again grow it I used to buy these plants in the grocery store 4 years ago, and they were $1, $2. They're now $6. It was like $6.50.
I love it
for
in
one
my tomato sauce and for my
of this
spaghetti.
size. And then I have just a few more things that I just got. You see it still on the leaves, but peppers. How many of y'all love these hot chili peppers? They're sweet. So a bag of
You
those.
said they're sweet?
They're sweet, but they are a burst of hot. So if you,
This goes in spaghetti sauce too.
yes. And so if you were to purchase these, they're again upwards to $10 a pound for organic. They were considered organic because they have no pesticides in the way they're grown. It's just cheaper to grow your food these days.
We need to explore that. The Horticultural Society has a gardening class. It is 3 days, and it is worth it. They show you how to produce these items: tomatoes, peppers, basil, things like that. But let me tell you another reason why you should consider doing it. You ever notice that a lot of the fruits no longer have seeds? You said that, you heard my audience, right? They stopped doing that so that it would prevent you from being able to grow your own. So they produce fruits and vegetables without seeds. And there is a place underground in the Midwest, I can't remember the exact state, where they are storing almost like the Noah's Ark seeds. So the food as a weapon, food as a control mechanism is in the future. So you need to have a little farmer in you. All right? And what is this?
So this is a zucchini.
We got these mutant vegetables. A zucchini. Jeez. I've never seen a zucchini like this. Have you?
No,
never
that
Yes.
size.
I'm sorry. It's not a zucchini.
Oh, that's why.
It's a squash.
Oh, squash. All right,
Yes,
now that
I
makes
apologize.
sense.
It's a squash.
Mhm.
Zucchini was stuck in my head because one of the animals kind of got to
One of your zucchinis?
Our zucchinis. That
Don't
were
you
out
hate that
there.
when
Yes.
they help themselves? Don't
Yeah.
even ask?
Yes. They got to eat too.
Yeah, they do.
But this squash gets about this big, almost like size of a watermelon, and we grew that because you can feed a family for at least 2 days, if you depending on how large your family is. And so I would recommend that. So when we went to go look at and compare the price in the store, this was $5.
When did this happen? When did they hijack food? It just did it happen slowly or all at once?
Slowly.
Slowly. It's almost like turning the temperature up on water to make it boil. You don't notice until it's real hot.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, thank you, Farmer Dudley. Keep us in the green and keep us healthy. Okay?
Right.
All right.
And I would donate, but I'm still growing.
All right. No worries. That's all right. That's less
some
cash
food,
than we have to dish out.
Okay.
Because we ain't paying for them Cheerios.
Well, I wanted them anyway.
I
so
got it.
They
I
lowered
got it.
cholesterol, they said.
Mhm. Okay, Eric. This is Eric, a.k.a. Tron.
Hello, everybody.
He fights for the users.
I
How was
sure
your How was your shopping experience today?
My alleged shopping experience. I went to go get butter.
Because you are a
House shopper.
and a baker. And a baker. Let the folks know. You're
I'm a baker too.
Okay.
Anybody interested? Low key.
Mhm.
I like baking a lot of different things. Butter is good. You can also make pancakes, stuff like that.
My God.
Butter fun facts.
So how much was your butter, Eric?
The butter?
Yes.
It was $6.19.
For 4 sticks of butter.
Yes.
I remember it not being more than $1 a stick. If that. If that. How do you bake?
Well, technically this butter was $0 for me.
You stole it? Eric, don't,
I went house
okay.
shopping.
uh,
We went house shopping. Okay.
oh, you went to your mom's house? Or something?
Absolutely.
So, proof positive. It doesn't matter how old you get. You're never too old to stop by. Hey, mom, how you been?
Exactly.
Oh, look at that, a pound of butter.
Absolutely. So, you know, you can get it for free that way, I would say.
Yeah. So a lot of people are going to have to face that choice. And one of for everything, there's something good that can come out of it. When people are faced with not eating, you go knock on your family member's door, your friend's door, and say, by the way, in between Wednesday and Friday, I need to borrow this cup of sugar. And, you know, it may humble you a little bit, but, you know, before you know it, you're returning the favor. And I may donate the butter to Eric, but he will donate 2 slices of cake back. And that's called bartering. That's called bartering, right?
I could do that for you.
All right, I appreciate it. Do you want us to buy that or not?
I think I should return it where I got it from. Don't need it to go missing.
Mom will look in the refrigerator. Yeah, mom,
Exactly.
Did you ask your mother? No.
Don't.
Mom? Oh my God.
Don't watch this one.
Hey, wait a minute. So mom's gonna go. She gonna have her pancakes nice and ready to go. She gonna look at there and say, "I know I bought butter. Where'd my butter go?"
That's why we got.
Did you leave a note, Eric? No.
Ask for forgiveness. No.
And not permission.
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly.
Okay. So this episode kind of illustrates, and we did it in a lighthearted way, but for some people, for a lot of people, it's life and death. And there is nothing more humbling than an empty stomach. There's nothing noble about, not being able to provide for your children. And so we pray that the federal government will reopen. We pray that they will reinstitute EBT. We pray that the layoffs that have occurred based on the government shutdown, that people actually get back to work and be able to feed their families. All this and more on Off the Record. Now, sometimes I wonder if it's off the record, on the record. So this is all off the record.
It's a legend.